Hello everybody, Sawadee Krab. Welcome back to day number 2 of the PUBG Thailand series. Straight into things already on your screen. You can get a little glimpse of what exactly is going down. Of course, the top 3 teams will be qualifying to PCS4 APAC, the most exciting international region that there is to watch, no doubt. And already things have got off to a banging start so far here. Currently, we have a Bobby can win a game at any given point. And there we have it, the leaderboard right there for your vision, for your eyes to behold. Right there, you can see MS Chonburi in 5th place. Just behind them, Lampoon Theraton, unfortunately, received the famed caster curse in game number 1 yesterday. So they ended up in 6th place, just a single point behind MS Chonburi, the team that they used to represent as the majority of this roster. So still not a little bit of work to do, but nothing too crazy. Magic Esports, though, as we're talking about crazy, the way that they were playing yesterday was pretty darn crazy. Crashing everything, drive-bying everything. And it worked out. That would be smart to do, I reckon. Concentrate Esports, going to be the team that we follow as they make their way out of the plane, heading north of Monte Nuevo. We have a relatively horizontal flight path this time around, west to east. Nothing too treacherous in terms of the terrain or getting close to one of those dreaded island circles, which could always be the case. But of course, the one thing that we have to keep our eyes for is straight down the middle of the map. And who else is it going to be but FW and Attack All Around taking that fight in Picado once again. We've seen it now 3 times go in the favor of Attack All Around, and once they were able to close it cleanly and won the game from that point. So if they're able to clean up all 4 members of FW without losing a member again, there's always a chance that they can come back and win the game from it. Believes is just going to secure the vehicle. And this time, FW not taking a much wider spread. They're all staying very close together, compacted into the arena. They don't want to give any off angles, give away any. Whereas we saw them before, they were surrounding AAA, making sure that they couldn't get out of those apartment buildings. But now they've given them the chance to get a little bit more space, a little bit more respectful in the way that they're approaching this engagement. So Jayas and Jankarov have managed to flex their way out towards the sides and cover some of these different angles that they weren't able to do in yesterday's matches. Banana 1 is creeping around very close to Jankarov though, but Gems with that bolt action in hand could be a very easy way for AAA to get an opening knock. But with Banana 1's position, it's really hard. Even if they get a knock on the arena, they can't push across that for where everyone then just died to the blue zone. Believes is just bailed out of the situation. He wants nothing to do with the hot drop anymore. I can't really blame him. Bit of a making sure that the rotation out will be safe. He's got a vehicle there that he's been able to pick up. AAA, I think they should be well aware that one of the players has moved out of the city. That's why you're seeing, I think that's Jayas, who's headed down in towards the 5 stack on the southern side, just keeping an overwatch, making sure that Believes isn't wrapping around or going for any cheeky plays. Jayas will be keeping an eye on him for the 4 games. James Zanaudo closely following. He's on 7 after the 4 games. The other 2 remaining members, Johnson, not having the best of days yesterday. Still yet to pick up a kill. One of 2 players in the lobby who hasn't got a kill yet. The other being Los Santos of Golden Cat. Oh, definitely could do with a little bit of assistance if you are one of those top 2 in MS Chum to rotate. He can always start shooting them in the back and be a bit of a problem for them. Magic, no problems here whatsoever. Just going to hop in the vehicles, go straight past Picado. And of course, both of the teams who are in Picado not fighting between themselves are just going to take the shots at them and say, hey, get away. This is our battleground. You're not invited. This is just between AAA and FW. Nobody else is allowed to take fights here. So Magic, you know, they will respect the privacy. They'll just keep going towards the eastern side of Picado, take the high ground rotation. Go around, just letting FW know, hey, we're still here. We haven't gone anywhere. If you're peaking badly, getting a little bit optimistic or ambitious, looking for a knock, still ready to take this fight. Never mind, it's back. And there we go, the second page of predictions. Holy moly. Wow, we've got even more. There's my prediction for this game for those in the chat who I saw asking. Merlin Moore. I was quite impressed with what they were able to do, particularly Monte. Individually in the top 5 in terms of performance, even though his team is relatively far down in 8th place, but all they have to do, we know that Vega God is an incredible player. If they can get that position, we're looking for phase number 4. We have a lot of the river still in play around the Higos Island. If this shifts back onto the mainland, it's going to be a big problem for a lot of teams. Signature, Golden Cat, Purple Mood, those who've already crossed onto the Higos Island, going to be in some serious trouble. AAA getting a little bit ambitious, poking their heads out. Banana One's holding the angle, lands a couple of tags and just forces them to back away from the push. Now, Banana One might have just let them know that he's isolated, that he doesn't have the backup here, so he's going to have to fall back. The rest of FW making a wraparound in the Murado, looking to try and pick up their teammate before he gets pushed on. Boss Sense has been left behind. They seem to be aware. Glooms knows that there was only 2 players in that Murado, so there should still be an extra player somewhere. At least believes he's in a position where he can be picked up now. Maybe Boss Sense can try and get an off angle if they look to make some sort of push on towards this ridge that FW have found themselves in, but the zone is going to be closing in on them in just a few seconds. We might be seeing a bit of a fight in the blue zone. In the background there, in the kill feed, we did see 8-Bit Bazooka picking up the first kill of the game onto MSC. That southern rotation being the death of Rogue Nansme, which is a huge pickup. One of our top 2 fraggers once again of day number 1, dropping out as the first player of day 2 to die, even when we have a hot drop going on in the center of the city, or the center of the map. Banana One, maybe he's not been able to be picked up. He's still just holding this angle. FW and AAA, they've not had much of a chance to loot very much of Picardo. Jay has probably had the best time of it. He's been able to land in phase 2, which is, you know, good news for a lot of the teams. Unless, of course, we get a very wide sudden hard shift. But, oh, Banana One. He's holding on the staircase. Gems' hit points are so low. But the Scar just not able to take him down quickly enough for that trade to come back through. Glooms will clean him up. Marenzika's been tagged down. I don't know what's going on there. Where's he off to? On a bit of a crouch walk into the middle of nowhere. Looked a little bit like a disconnect to me, but Marenzika, that's unfortunate. FW might have just lost a second player here. Believes is trying to make his way over. No, there's no way he can get that revive. He's just trying to bail, trying to leave, take the dirt road out of the situation. He has left a teammate behind. Amount of area, though. Oh, what's going on? Glooms just added to the equation by knocking yet another of his teammates, so... Uh-oh. If the blue zone ticks Glooms down low enough here, this could be the death of all of AAA, but it's not. Oh, no. On Monday, it's not a break for me, because I'll be casting OCE at that point. But it's alright, because more PUBG is... It's always a good thing. It's always better the more PUBG that you have. I think we can all live by those words. This time around, the flight path... I mean, the flight path didn't even really make sense for it to go that far to the south last game. It was pretty much straight across the middle. This time, it's a little more to the east, vertical flight path from Puerto Paraíso up just to in between Torre Ahumada and the Oasis. Let's switch over to the big old screen so we can see exactly where things are ending up. And of course... towards the center of the screen, right here, in the big picture, of course, it's FW, it's AAA. Attack all around, last time, eventually did manage to win out, not only on the hot drop, but even later on in the game, in phase 5 or 6, they found the last member of FW and eliminated the whole team. Glooms has got an AK very early on, and he knows that there's player that's just dropped in just next to him. I think that's Banana One. Has to just run away, disappear off, and now it's been a trade of positions. Attack all around are usually the ones to be landing in these apartment blocks, but that's where FW is picked up. Nobody is in the arena. Banana One has nothing but a pan to try and defend himself with, but he's put enough distance between himself and Gems and Gloom, who are running down, chasing. And get into an angle where Believes with the M16 can start spamming some bullets in towards them. He's picked himself up a shotgun. There's 2 shotguns now. These apartment blocks, we've seen how lethal they can be. Shotguns and micro Uzis are always floating around in the back of your mind. Believes. Bolt action as well to try and work with. I don't know if he knows that Jays is inside here. Jays can see him. Or if he walks out too early. Believes. Okay, he's now fully aware. Got an AK, he's got one back in hand, he can put some bullets back in, that's a big tag. Jayas doesn't have a vest. He's still 51 damage with a single bullet. One more of those, Jayas goes down. And believes he's got a first aid kit. Oh, a grenade in hand. He's going to pull the pin. Will he drop it into the window, though? That's the question. No, not quite. Glooms from the side has a VSS and has got an angle as well. Oh, believes. It's gone downhill so quickly. It looked possible, but FW. He hands over the loot. Oh, that is brutal. Jay is no mercy whatsoever. He even gave over the first aid kit, drops him a little bop, and a crowbar to the dome to close things off. FW down to 3 once again. Banana 1. Port in the building. Next to Gems. Gems still holding on to that S12K, but hasn't had a chance to heal his way back to full hit points just yet. Sensor Morenzika can make their way back into the arena and try and find the off angle. This is how we saw FW actually win this engagement. The first time that they actually went for this hot drop in game 1 yesterday. Looms. Pops up in the buggy. Boss Sense knows about this. He's heard this. Oh, if he can get a timing to get a peek onto this, it could be a disaster for Glooms, but no, he won't find it. Glooms, they're pushing onto this. They're breaching. They want to get involved. Oh, no. Boss Sense, if he peeks over the top now, he doesn't have a gun. He hadn't reloaded it, but no, Boss Sense is going to play it a little more cautiously. I don't know if he knows that they've made their way into the arena. That spray is not quite on point, but a Morenzika will recover it and land a headshot to even things up. It's 1-1. 3 versus 3. Now they're well aware that there's at least one player in the arena. I don't know whether they know there's 2. Boss Sense never revealed himself, never made his position known. AAA might be worried now, thinking they've managed to sneak their way in there. Where else have they managed to get themselves to? Banana 1 is still making some noise, so they should still be aware that he is in that position. See, parachutes were actually in the game on the esports servers, so they could just call in a plane and get a free ticket ride straight into the center of this new zone. There's a few compounds there that are not occupied yet, but Daytrade should be able to scout them out and pick up whatever they feel like. Q confirmed with a little bit of a split on the western side of San Martin, with 2 members up towards the plane crash and 2 down. As well yesterday, where he splits off a little bit from the rest of Buriram, gets an angle and gets involved in third partying, taking shots at those on rotation. Picked up a couple of kill points for them. He's got an extra one here as well. Actually, Picardo is just about in the blue zone. In the safe zone. This stalemate, this standoff between AAA and FW can keep going just a little bit longer. Banana 1, watching the windows. And Kirov is on a very wide angle, but so is Morenzika on the opposite side. So if anyone tries to make any sort of flank plays, then would get problematic. Magic Esports for Godfrey Bird. Made in Thailand, still waiting to see that good game come from them. Is Arch. And look at that. Myself and Anvan. We're right up there with Buriram. We believe. We believe. Oh no. Fame picked Sharper, and of course, as soon as that pops up on the screen, we see Sharper getting knocked in the kill feed. Oh no. Oh no. Fame. What have you done? Oh man, that's funny. Oh, they've been run over as well. That's okay. A smoke thrown out from Banana 1. He's going to drop off the side. As he knew that the push was coming up the stairs, he regroups up with his team vertically. Morenzika still watching this angle on the side. Sharper rotating out of the blue just in front of Signature. Their tires on their vehicles. Boss Sense has picked up a double barrel. Gems and Morenzika are getting dangerously close to engaging, and dangerously close is exactly what Gems is looking for, with still that S12K. Ready to pop off at any moment. Look at him shuffling forwards. what he can to avoid making any noise, but Marenzika seems to be aware of the position at least. If Jayas were to crouch jump into that window, he might be able to spot out Marenzika. Doesn't want to commit to it just yet. A flashbang out the side. That's going to be the push called. And from across, Jankurov in the casino. He's got a position, got an angle on towards this. Gems, they're surrounding him. Jayas is going to peek from one side, Gems from the other at the same time. It doesn't even matter. The flashbang's not needed. Jayas calls him out. Boss sense. Tries to get an angle to help out his teammate, but can't quite do it. Banana One peeking over the side, gets some good tags. Oh, but Gems with the S12K. He took him down while he had the grenade in hand. He's actually knocked him with the grenade. Oh no, Gems jumped over to flush and walked straight into the grenade. Now Banana One might have a chance. He has a double-barreled shotgun if he can get close range. With this much hit points, one pop is all that he's going to need. He's got a medkit as well. And keep himself topped up on the health. He can peek over the top. Drop the shotgun. He's got the AK. Just needs to peek over and find the timing before the revive comes through would be ideal. Gonna play it safe. Waits for the sound cues. Might just be waiting for AAA to walk into his crosshairs. I don't know whether they're gonna fall for that. Jankurov is watching the doorway, not watching the roof. He's gonna be dropped on and flushed out. The other two members of AAA have already left their position. Banana One is just going to fall back. Still just about has the health advantage, but not by much. A flashbang. Oh, nicely placed by Gems. It's going to fully blind Banana One. He's going to be pushed from both sides at once. And Gems, with the S12K, will close it out. Those close range corridors. The nuclear reactor. Watching the plane fly overhead. Have our leaderboard on the left-hand side over there. FW now separated from the pack by a decent margin, still not quite able to get the better of AAA. When we have those hot drops in the center of the map, let's get our juice, our sound up in noise. Yoshim and Buri and the rest of Lampoon Theraton are dropping dangerously close to 8-bit bazooka here. I don't know whether they're expecting a possible military ending with the flight path that we've had pretty much straight up the middle. Could be the case. Go away. Yep. Oh, already Gems has picked up a shotgun. He's got the first knock. That's no good for FW. Things are not going any better. Gems with the shotguns. He's probably killed like 6 FW players in the last 2 games alone, and he's already started off with another one. SMG's in play. Banana One with a UMP believes he's got himself an AK, but they've lost a teammate already. They could still fight back from here. They can turn it around and get this, take the win in the 3 versus 4 without losing anybody else. Jankurov's got a DP28. On the rooftops, Marenzika will get an angle on towards Gems from range. Gets a couple of tags down, but nothing too much. They need to be cautious now. Up on the high ground. If they stay up here for too long, they still have that idea that Buriram might just pull up on the hill behind them and start third-partying into this like happened yesterday. Marenzika not with much ammo left in the AK, so needs to make these shots land, otherwise he's switching over to the UMP and trying to take some longer range fights with that, which doesn't sound ideal. A grenade over the top for Jayas. Oh, that's going to land a good chunk of damage. Marenzika saw it coming, thankfully, and backed away from his angle a little bit. Believes. Shotgun in hand. They will have heard that, surely. Surely they've heard the pump. But are they expecting the position? I think they might just be, but it's not quick enough. Believes he can't land the second shot. Takes down Glooms. Now there's a chance if Marenzika can hop across, get onto the balcony, he could get this flush. As long as Gems and Jayas don't land the shots as he tries to make the jump across. Oh, he will land a couple. Dropped all the way down. He's going to be on the staircase. That's a headshot. Oh, Marenzika. 2 hit points, but they're answering back. It's 2 versus 2. Gems is quickly in the building, though. Looking for the trade back. Boss sense. Spraying in hope with the PP Bison. Oh, Marenzika with the UMP is turning things around. He's got all of them. Every single one. Marenzika cleans up. And AAA finally are shown that FW are capable of fighting back, but it costs them 2 members once again. But Marenzika with the UMP of the standings now in 18th place, overtaken by FW from solid individual play from Marenzika. And of course, they're going to need that solid individual play to come through once again, as we are continuing to have our Pachinki hot drop between AAA and FW. It's a punch out on the roof. Banana 1. Oh, he's got an M4 in his hands. He should surely get this knock onto Gems. Gems believes has knocked himself. No. Oh, that is awful. That's terrible. That's a free knock handed over. He hit a... What did he hit? A roof? I don't know how that happened. But that is terrible, terrible news for FW. And Gems managing to escape. Just barely vaulting out of the window in time before the madman with an M4 upstairs came down and shot him in the back. Oh man, Banana 1. Someone's going to have to go back and try and pick up the revive onto Believes, and they don't want to give up the space to AAA, so do they try and take this fight as a 3 versus 4, or does someone just give up and go back and try and get their teammate back up? They need the numbers. That's been proven, certainly. Marenzika with 11 kills. Picked up 3 last game with the UMP. Now has a Vector in hand. Vector. A shredder at close range. Shenkarov is going to go wide. He's going to land the headshot with the barrel. Yes, he tags him down a little bit, but it's not enough. And now Marenzika's gone down. And Believes still bleeding out in the backline. Boss Sense has fallen back to get the revive, and that just meant that there was no off angle. No crossfire. Marenzika to work with. Shenkarov just a little too quick with the headshot on the barrel. Now FW. Yes, they've got Believes back on the feet, but he's got no guns, he's got no meds, got no armor. He needs time to pick up the loot. AAA looking to make full advantage of the fact that... Oh no, Jays didn't quite make the jump onto the roof. Looking to take full advantage of the fact that they know that the numbers were already dwindled, and now they've got a kill point out of it as well. Banana 1. Not abandoned. Close range. Jayas is going to hop down. Banana 1 will have heard that. Shots being traded. Oh, Boss Sense has been caught off the side. Gems with an angle through the window. Banana 1 has to try and hold off against 4 players all by himself. He's got a shotgun. He spotted out Gems as well. I think he might have made... Oh, he's definitely made some noise now. Oh, Believes has been caught by the grenade from Gems as well. Oh, he gets the knock, but that's all that he can do. Beautifully placed grenade from Gems up over the top. Jankarov with some celebration shots into the bodies. AAA